What's up everybody, I'm Ollie, and in today's video I'm going to tell you 10 practical and slightly strange things that you need to know about Brazil before you move here or before you travel here. Number 1, motels are not for sleeping, and if you're from the US, the UK or Australia, you probably think of a motel as modest accommodation that you'd spend maybe 1 or 2 nights on a small trip or a business adventure. It's quite comfortable, it has everything that you need. Well, here a motel in Brazil is a place that you go if you've got nowhere to go. You know what I mean? Wink wink. That's right, you guessed it. A motel is a place where people go and have sex. And I think these are quite common here in South America because everybody lives with their parents. So if you meet somebody out on a night out and you've got nowhere to go, then you're gonna go to a motel. So if you're coming to Brazil and you've accidentally booked into a motel, I suggest you change that right now and either go to a hostel or a hotel, but definitely not a motel. Number 2, much like most of the world, you can pay almost anywhere with your card. Whether it be the supermarket, whether it be the gym, whether it be those traditional places where you pay for things, or even the local street vendor at the beach. If you're walking in the park and you see this guy with a small esky or a cooler and he's selling drinks, you can pay for card there. So pretty much anywhere in Brazil you can pay with card. Now be careful because sometimes places only accept debit. And I've had this problem, sorry my hair is so bad. I've had this problem recently because I have a Wise or TransferWise card and I went to pay for the gym and they only accepted debit. And then I went out and I tried to withdraw from Itaú and Banco do Brasil, like the 2 big banks, and it wouldn't withdraw money. And then I went round the corner to a Bradesco bank and I couldn't withdraw money again. So be careful what card you bring because it might not work in certain places. But in saying that, if you have a debit card, it works pretty much everywhere. Number 3, and something that I really don't like about Brazil is the fact that 99.95% of beer is served in really small beer glasses, and instead of getting a schooner or lager from the tap, which what we normally drink in Australia, it comes in like a big 600ml bottle, and I have 2 sips of this small glass and it's over. And that leads on to number 4, and that is that Brazilians share everything, absolutely everything. So you might go to a bar and you order a couple of beers, everyone will have a small cup and you'll end up sharing with everyone. And because everyone's kind of paying the same price, you feel guilty not to drink as quick as you can. So you kind of have to drink your 2 sips and wait for everyone to finish. And I kind of hate that about Brazil. So maybe if you don't want to share with people, they might look at you and think, oh, why are you not sharing? But if you want to drink quicker, then I suggest you get your own beer and your own cup. Continuing on with the fact that Brazilians share everything, necessarily in my personal opinion, I don't think this is a bad thing, but it definitely took a while to get used to. Like when I first came to Brazil in 2018, we would go to restaurants and people would like offer me some of their food, or they would ask to try some of my food. And I thought, why are you asking to try my food? You should have just ordered it. I obviously don't want to eat what you're eating because I would have ordered that too. So at the start, I found this quite weird that like people are offering parts of their food at restaurants and stuff like that. But I've come to learn that it's a thing that Brazilians do, and I think it just comes down to the fact that they are so hospitable. A couple of my friends, actually, a friend that I live with, she always offers me like whatever she's cooking, and I really like that because it's really nice. And I'm still not very good at like sharing my personal things. I don't know why, but it's something that Brazilians do and they do it pretty well. Number 5, and this one depends on where you are in Brazil and what the vibe is like of that town. And it's about going swimming and leaving your belongings on the beach. Because if you're in Rio or if you're in a big city and you decide to leave your nice $1,000 phone, your wallet with your credit card and cash inside, chances are that when you come out of the water that it won't be there. So if you're alone in Brazil, just be mindful of who's around you if you decide that you want to go for a swim and leave your belongings there. I would say don't do it, or leave your phone at home if you want to go for a quick swim, but it's not really realistic for a lot of people, so just be careful. If you're liking this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, and if you have any more weird or practical tips about life here in Brazil, make sure you leave a comment so that anybody who is watching this video can find out. Number 6, tipping at restaurants. And normally in Brazil, you actually don't tip because it's on the actual bill. So normally at the bottom of the bill you'll see 10%, and sometimes it will be optional, other times it's not optional. And what I recently found out is rather than splitting the bill evenly if you're out with a group of friends, the Brazilians will only pay 10% of what they bought or what they paid for. So, for example, just say that you order a dish that is 20 reais, then this person will only pay 2 reais, which is 2% of what they ordered. And then if I buy something that's 40 reais, then I have to pay 4 reais, which is 10% of what I ordered. Now, for me, this is strange because we would just normally split the tip evenly because we're all asking or getting the same service. And I was thinking, does it actually make sense? And my conclusion is, no, it doesn't. However, if you're going out with Brazilians and this is how they pay, or if you're paying last and you're paying a little bit more than what you think, then it's probably that 10% bill. So yeah, take note of that. I don't know if all Brazilians do it, but certainly from my experience, I have noticed that. Number 7, and you might already know this, but Brazilians love to kiss, hug, touch, do everything the first time you meet somebody. So get ready to get your kisses out, your hugs, your touchy-feelies, every single thing, regardless of whether you are comfortable or not, because they are gonna make you hug, kiss, and just, get to know them very quickly. Number 8, Viagra at the beach. And I don't know how I feel about this one because it's slightly uncomfortable, but we all know that Brazilians are, gifted, if you know what I mean, in some cases. But when I arrived at the beach for the first time, I was kind of thinking, what is going on down there? You all have a look, you want to see who's out and about, who's got what to show, but I was told last week by one of my friends that people actually take a quarter or a little bit of a Viagra pill to make their, family belongings look bigger and seem bigger than what they are. So don't get a shock if you go to the beach and you are sort of like shocked by what you see, because now you know that they, take a little bit of a pill and make everything bigger than what it actually really is. Number 9 is a question that I have for you. And where do you put your money when you go out to the restaurant, to the supermarket, to, the park, or to do anything? In your pocket, right? Where do you put your phone? Probably in your pocket, right? Well, here in Brazil, and I would say in parts of South America and various parts around the world, you need to be careful on where you put your phone. Now, most people shove it down their pants. Other people have zip pockets. I have zip pockets, which I normally put it in. But you need to be safe about where you put your wallet, where you put your phone. And if someone comes up and says, give me your wallet, give me your phone, just give it to them. Because, at the end of the day, it's just a phone. There's no way or no reason to gamble with your life. Last but not least is Brazilian time. Get used to things happening a little bit later or a little bit more relaxed than what you would expect in Australia. And that goes for being served at a bar. Like hospitality is not the greatest thing here. They're not as quick as what you would get back home. If you say, hey, come over here, they might, do 10 other things before they come and serve you. Or if you ask somebody to come and, look at your fridge or come and work on something, then it's just in Brazilian time. Or if you have a party and you say to your friend, yep, let's meet at 7 o'clock, expect that 7 to be 7:30 or 8 o'clock. So don't expect punctuality here in Brazil. Most people are pretty good, but o jeitinho brasileiro, the Brazilian way, can, make things not as timely as what they might seem in, Australia or somewhere like that. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell down below so you can stay updated with my South American life. See you next time, guys.